What's going on, y'all?
My name is Jeff.
And welcome back to a new Magic Arena video. And what we have in front of us is a mono green ramp deck that I brewed up. And if you're looking for the complete deck list, then check the description below. There'll be a deck list link that'll take you to Aether Hub, as well as a type deck list so that you can directly import it into Magic Arena. And what I'm not going to do, Scoops, is beat a dead horse, because 99.999% of the time when you play a ramp deck, all you're looking to do is play big fatties like Carnage Tyrant and Pelakka Wurm. But what I will do is briefly go over why I'm not playing cards like Ghalta and what cards you can take out of this deck to make it rotation proof without knowing more of the spoilers of Guilds of Ravnica. There's two reasons why I don't play Ghalta. First being because the meta is riddled with removal spells, so a lot of my matchups I either couldn't play it or it ate a removal spell as soon as I hit the battlefield. And the second being because I prefer consistency over pretty much anything else. So I prefer a creature like Pelakka Wurm, because when it does hit the field, you gain that 7 life, which could be very invaluable. And if it does eat a removal spell, unless it exiles it, you get to draw a card. If you're trying to make the deck rotation proof, then you should take out the 3 copies of Vizier, the 2 copies of Rhonas, and a number of the Untamed Kavus, and then I would add in a number of Gigantosaurus, a number of the Colossal Majesty. And what do you think about aggressive Mammoth, Scoops? Like, it's an 8/8 Trampler for 6 that gives all of your creatures trample. Me personally, I don't know why I'm not playing with this creature. I think that it's just too much redundancy for me, but I don't know. What do you think about it, Scoops? But anyways, look, as always, thanks for stopping by to spend some of your quad time to come hang out with me today, and yeah, enjoy the gameplay. Another Nexus? I will actually just concede here. I don't really feel like going through this for like eternity on end. We'll go to the next game. I might still lose, because Mono Green's really soft to this without the Walking Ballistas. But, you know, Reclamation Sages are really good. Shaper Sanctuaries. Immortal's pretty good here. Bestiary's really good here. Let's see what is not super good here, right? Pelakka Wurms are a little slow, and I'm not looking to gain a bunch of life. Right, so we'll take out Pelakka Wurm. The Immortal Sun's really good. Carnage Tyrant's great. Vizier's great. Vine Mare's pretty good. Field Leaf's really good. Rhonas is pretty good. Sage is really good. Untamed Kavu's pretty good because of the Vigilance part. In the event that he's got like Silhouettes in his deck. Serpopards are pretty good here too. Now here's the real question. Do I keep any mana dorks in? I don't think I do, actually. Like the Druid of the Cowls. I don't think I keep those in. I really don't. Pelakka Wurms do replace themselves though for in the face of like a whatchamacallit. So I guess I can have like one Pelakka Wurm. One Shapers. I'd rather have a Shapers though, to be honest with you. This is looking pretty okay. Yeah, we'll keep it. So, the Immortal Sun shuts down Teferi, like 100%. So, that's the reason why we put it in the deck. My opponent is on a Nexus of Fate Metal Allergic plan, so we've got to have a pretty decent starting hand, which is, this is pretty decent, so we'll keep it. We do have to draw into a land, though. And that seems like it's always in, anytime I play a green deck or like a red deck, I've always either got to have too much land in my hand or not enough. And I really needed that land for a Still Leaf champion. I really did. Because now my opponent's going to have Essence Scatter, like, available. That's alright, though. Yeah, we'll go Still Leaf. And they'll play Vine Mare. Might take a turn off and ramp up. That's what it looks like. Take 6. Do I add more to the board? I think I do. Right, we got to keep it interesting. So Vine Mare it is. We've got 10 power on the board, and he's got nothing so far. If his whole plan is to ramp up, here I have literally lethal in my hand. So we'll combat. We'll swing for 10. And it's a Haze of Pollen. No? Wow. Okay. That's like a lot of discipline there. We'll go the Immortal Sun, right? If you've got like a counterspell in his hand, like a Supreme Will, he's better cast it. But this being on the field is so beneficial to us. It really is. Teferi? It doesn't work. Teferi just doesn't work. And we can swing with one elf every time now, and it's lethal. Yeah, we'll swing with 2 elves, actually. Actually, you know what? We'll swing with the Vine Mare. Vine Mare has hexproof, so we're good like that. Yep. Haze of Pollen, that's fine. We're not going to contribute anything else to the board. There really isn't a need for us to do that. So we're just going to end our turn. Fumigate away, that's fine. You know, he'll go up 4 lives, so he'll go to 6. But aside from that, though, I might play the Prowling Serpopard, but we'll see. Yep. Vine Mare it is. Haze of Pollen it is. Okay. Like I said, we're not adding anything extra to the board. There's no need for us to. Nexus of Fate, sure. 1 less card in his hand. He gets a redraw. Teferi's no good here because Immortal Sun stops it. Yep, sure. He's probably out of fog effects, is what my guess is. We'll go Vine Mare. Probably shouldn't have even added that, to be honest with you. Because all this does is let him fumigate for 4 life. That's all it does. So we'll see, though. Yep, we'll draw 2 cards. Yep. Boom. Just a Vine Mare. Glimmer? He's looking for a fog effect. He has to have it. Like, he's got to get it. 2 to the top. So, 1's probably a fog effect and 1 might be a Nexus of Fate. That's probably what it is. Yeah, that's fine. Part of me wants to all-out attack here, just to make sure that my opponent, what's the word I'm looking for here? Just so I can get all the lands out of my deck, so I can just draw creature, 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 creature. But he's got to be able to answer this Immortal Sun, and if he happens to go, like, Search of Ascanta, or the Metallurgic, I can take care of it with the Reclamation Sage. Frame Will, sure. He's still looking for, he probably, actually, no, I take it back. He probably already has it, so we're going to go like this, right? Oh, or he doesn't, one or the other. All right, here we go. We're going to run it back. Let me think here. I think I like the list. The Untamed Kavu here, is it better than the Druid of the Cowl is the real question. I think at the end of the day, having more ramp in the deck is good, but if my opponent unless my opponent might be running Silhouette. I didn't see it, but they might still be running it. Druid of the Cowl, though. I think I want to run Druid of the Cowl if I'm on the draw. Untamed Kavu on the play, Druid of the Cowl on the draw. Again, I didn't see hardly any, if any at all, spot removal, so we'll keep the same list. The Immortal Sun basically basically allowed us to win that game, in my opinion. So the more card draw we have, the better. And so that's why we've got Lifecrafter's Bestiary in the deck. I would like to put the Pelakka Wurms in there, but like I said, they come on for 7, and they don't really do a whole lot other than gain me some life, which is very irrelevant, to be honest with you. And this is a really good hand. It gives me a turn 1 into a turn 2. Now, I just need to draw a Still Leaf Champion, right? That's all I need to do. Yeah, I think ramping up all together here is actually beneficial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we can go Carnage Tyrant the very next turn. This mumbo jumbo. Carnage Tyrant's pretty good here. Can't counterspell it. It doesn't even have blue. Let's go. I think it goes white land here. It's tapped. Oh my good sir. Combat. Yeah, we'll swing the whole team actually. Probably buys a no? Okay, that works for me. We're not going to add to the board because he might just have a sweeper in his hand. And if that's the case, then we're going to go Vizier next turn. So we're just not going to add to the board. There's no reason for it. Now, make a decision, my good sir. Three. Supreme Will? Is he really looking for a fog effect? Make any sense? Yep. We'll swing lethal. He's got to have a fog effect. Yep. That works for me. And my turn. Yeah, we'll send Carnage Tyrant. We probably should have sent everything just to get the lands out. End turn? You guys see that? That was a bit of a bug. That end turn. He's thinking, is this one Carnage Tyrant worth it? He's going to go to 3. Outstanding. We don't have any reach in the deck, so that's why I keep thinking I need to play Walking Ballista. Absolutely. Go combat. Yep. A set of the wreckage here is good for me, right? That's great. Now, it takes away the fumigate, right? And that's really good. We gotta get land out of our deck because we're bricking on lands hardcore. I don't need to really add to the board either. I really don't. So we're just gonna end turn. Don't need to add to the board in any amounts. We're just gonna continue doing this because Carnage Tyrants is hexproof, so Teferi doesn't really bounce it to my hand. And a fumigate only puts him to 4. So I was happy to take a settle there. Yep. Teferi, draw a card, untap, because you can't put my Carnage Tyrant back up to my hand.
My responsibility. You know what? I'm not done yet.
Now I need the Immortal Sun now. That'd be too good. Combat, swing lethal. You have a second set of the wreckage? Oh, let's go, Scoops! I think auto tap really screwed him on that game. But there we go. We got just beat a Turbo Fog deck with our ramp deck. That's sweet. All right, guys, look. Let's go ahead and get this pack opening, shall we? I need the Lich. Let's go. Give it to me. Of course, I get a playset of everything else here. Let's. Anyways, though, hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. But you all know what I'm talking about, though, right? Love, peace, and chicken grease. Be safe. Thanks for stopping by to spend some of your quality time. And, yeah, stay classy.